I love games that don't start with title screens with music that you can use to, gauge volume or anything. So, hopefully the game's not too loud. Anyway, this is Pokemon Legends Arceus, as you couldn't tell because there's no title screen. I'm assuming this is the beginning of the game. But before I started the game, I kind of just wanted to talk about it for a second because it is just... It's pretty crazy, because, like, the game first comes out, right? And everyone's like, whoa, that's weird. A Pokemon, I guess you would call it an action RPG? Whoa, yeah, some people are like, this is what Pokemon was supposed to be. Other people are like, look at those trees. And, I think the general population was, oh god. The population was like, god, this looks pretty ugly. I hope it's good, I hope it gets better or whatever. Sword and Shield, we kind of were like, it doesn't really get to look better. But my assumption was that it seems like a cool direction for Pokemon to go in, but it's probably going to be pretty bare bones, like just kind of base level stuff. But then the game comes out. Everyone who was basically like me and saying all that shit bought it immediately. Emulated it even earlier. And they're like, it's addicting. Like, oh, I have to go. I want to get out of work just so that I can go play more Pokemon. And, like, just fun in general. And then, like, literally, like, 20 people. I come across, I see 20, like, tweets that are just, like, this is the direction Pokemon should go in for the rest of the games from now on. Like, they should make a Pokemon Showdown game, or like for Pokemon Home or whatever, for the RPG battles, or like little spin-offs. This should be how Pokemon should be forever. So I'm like, I'm still looking at the footage. Literally, like, I was not interested in it, like, up until the day of launch, but before everyone said this. So I watched some people play it. And I'm like, so I got spoiled. I spoiled myself on all the Pokemon because I'm like, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to play this. Kind of like how I didn't play the DLCs for Sword and Shield and stuff. And I watched some people play it on their emulators. And I'm like, man, this game still looks like ass. But it wasn't really doing anything. So I wasn't going to get it. And then everyone said all that, so I got it. But, like, I just think it's interesting. Because... Like, I've been thinking about this game, right? It's like, everyone says it's fun. That's probably a good enough reason to get it, right? But, like, I think that, I think a good place to start is Breath of the Wild. Everyone keeps comparing this game to Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild is also pretty open world, on the Nintendo Switch, from one of Nintendo's big properties, right? And, like, Breath of the Wild had, like, 120 puzzle rooms where finding them was, like, a puzzle into itself, in a way, sometimes. Like, memorable areas. Like, the Lost Woods is cool. The Thunder Plains, I remember that. I feel like not many people do. The Guardian Room. Death Mountain, like, having that heat mechanic and shit. And just, like, a pretty good atmosphere where the world is empty. Like, if the world is empty, that's because it got ravaged by Calamity Ganon. And then it kind of, like, wasn't, because there was a lot of foliage and stuff and still ruins and all that. Like, and this was Zelda. Zelda hadn't done anything like this before. Like, just out of fucking nowhere, Zelda creates probably the best video game of all time. Like, I think Breath of the Wild could be considered the best video game of all time. And it's like, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's on the Switch. So, like damn. Like, it's fucking crazy. So I think right off the bat, it's unfair to compare this game to Breath of the Wild just because, like, Breath of the Wild looked better. Like, stuff like that. I mean, this game is very ugly. Like, I'm indifferent on every other possible aspect of it, but I think that this game just looks so ugly. It's something about the shaders. We'll go in and see, but, like, oh, there we go. Legends are, like, everyone on my friends list is playing it too, but it's already been 5 minutes, dear God. But the thing about video games is that they usually iterate, you know? Like, the first one is like a test of an idea, and then usually the second one kind of blows it out. Like, I got this idea because I was making a server for my friend, well, Luke, because he wanted a server. Well, he made a server, and then I was making all the rooms for them. And, like, all the games everyone plays is like Team Fortress 2, Titanfall 2, Vermintide 2. And I'm like, isn't that weird? You know, like Portal 2 is like all these games are like better than their originals. I don't think Portal 2 is that fair, but like Portal 1 was like a pretty short game because it was playing with an idea. Then Portal 2 expanded on it by making like this amazing atmosphere, this amazing story, more fun mechanics and puzzles. You know, Team Fortress Classic is like, you can't go back to Team Fortress Classic, and then Team Fortress 2 was a masterpiece. Titanfall 2 was like, I haven't played it, but like, it's like Titanfall 2 probably has better movement and like a story and stuff. I've never played Vermintide 2. I mean, I guess like a good example is Mario 64. Mario 64 is ugly. Sound familiar? Like the environments are pretty bland in a way, like, you know, for the time. But like even now, like the environments are pretty bland. You know, sound familiar? Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really seen the areas in this game, but maybe it has like wonky controls. I don't know if this game does, but you know, like the idea is that Mario 64 walked so that, like in a way, Mario Sunshine could run, like, or shine. You know, like Sunshine has amazing environments. And then the controls are absolutely amazing. They're a damn dream. Does not look ugly at all, I think. And then, like, I guess in a way, Mario Sunshine walked so that Mario Galaxy could be polished and not rushed, right? Like, video games iterate on themselves. 3D Land is, like, basically a demo for 3D World, which is just better, right? I don't know. I haven't played either of them. You get the idea. And then it's like, you go back even farther. Mario 1, absolute piece of shit video game. Chris, it's not that bad. Chris, you really gotta, like, beat it. Like, the jump controls suck, you know? And then, like, Zelda 1, I haven't played it, but everyone says, like, it sucks. It's just, like, very confusing and doesn't tell you anything. Like, Metroid 1, people say don't play that one. People say play the remake. I'm assuming Metroid 1, like, also isn't that good, you know, but obviously all these games were fucking amazing at the time. I guess like Mario was like, wow, a platformer with levels instead of just one screen, like fucking Donkey Kong or whatever. And then like Zelda's like, whoa, they're like a bunch of screens to explore that aren't shit like E.T. on the Atari. And I guess Metroid is like atmosphere, maybe. I don't know. I haven't played that one. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that one. But, like, then eventually, you know, they refined it. You know, Mario 2 doesn't really count, but, like, Mario 3, masterpiece. Like, Link to the Past, I don't know. That surely didn't come next, right? Maybe it did. A masterpiece. Metroid 2, masterpiece. The point is that I'm thinking that if this game, this Pokemon Legends Arceus, isn't that good, it's the first step. You know, it's the first step. And then, like people say, everyone's like, Pokemon should go in this direction. If they do that, then it'll only get better from here. And everyone's having, by the way, I don't think the game sucks. I mean, obviously I haven't played it yet. But like, my expectation isn't that the game sucks, because everyone is saying it's freaking amazing. So, you know, to go back to the example, it's all tied together, I guess. Like, it's a new thing for Pokemon, kind of like how Mario jumping around in levels was a new thing for just video games in general. Or like Mario 64, Mario jumping around 3D space was a new thing for games. So it's just inherently fun and good. And it's actually a good game. Am I saying that people are going to look back on this game and say that it's going to suck? Maybe. Maybe people will defend it for nostalgia's sake, or just be like me right now and point out it was just the first of its kind. But like, you know, that's what I think that this game is gonna be. And I guess like the wild area Get to the Chris, just fucking play the game. I guess the wild area is like I don't count the wild area, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. My good friend Gavin, straw man in my voice, like the wild area was very good, Chris. It's like yes. The wild area is very good. Like to see all the Pokemon walking around in a big open area, and like, you know, normally in Pokemon you like go to a route and then you get like 3 new Pokemon and then that's kind of the Pokemon you deal with for the next like 15 to 20 minutes and then repeat. Whereas here it's like you could catch like 50 Pokemon immediately if you want, and then there are like 50 more that you can't catch because they're too high level, but you can like see them. It's a cool idea, you know? But I think the wild area is kind of like the beta still, right? Like it's kind of like, it's not flat, it's rampy and stuff, but like there really isn't anything going on in it. It's just kind of like an area with Pokemon plopped on it, and then like you have the fishbowl tank environment set pieces, like, you know, oh, the ghost area has like a creepy little tower. Oh, the desert area has like cacti and stuff like that. But it's not like they don't do anything interesting or unique, or like you don't really explore the area. It's just like, hey, this is a biome in a way. So I'm hoping that this game does interesting stuff with its environments. But even if it is Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 area design where it's basically just flat, like it'll at least have the gameplay to prop it up. So that's my expectation, or that's my idea for the game. Like, even if some aspects of it suck, like I'm basically kind of expecting it to still be fun based on what everyone else is saying. And I'm pretty excited to play it. I'm not very excited to play video games anymore, so that might not entirely be true. And you might be like, Chris, are you only playing this because now you're actually interested in playing it and then no one in the goddamn universe cares about spoiling anything about this game and everyone's playing it, so all of them come out of the woodwork and it's kind of like excessive, so you want to get it done as soon as possible in the way that you did Origami King in 3 days? Maybe a little. Maybe that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. But yeah, and I don't think that this game like I'm because that's how I'm viewing this game, I'm going to try not to what's the word, like baby it, like, oh, this part sucks, but that's okay. It's just the first step, you know, like let's be honest. Constructive criticism is still important. I feel like we should let Game Freak know what we do and don't like about this so that it actually, like, Pokemon Legends Arceus 2 can actually be like the best game it can be, you know? Because I'm seeing people being like, let's be honest, it doesn't look that bad. And I'm like, are you saying that because you think that the game is really good and you like don't want any part of it to seem bad? Is this like a Stockholm Syndrome thing in a way? That's not right, but you know. Or like, do you actually believe that? Like, am I I don't know, maybe people got used to it. Everyone's saying Breath of the Wild looked bad, and the skin in, like, the human skin in Breath of the Wild did have that kind of gross look to it, but I don't think Breath of the Wild looked bad, I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, so I think that's where I'm at right now. Anyway, I do know that I'm gonna hate the beginning of this game because let's just this is Arceus, presumably. Oh, it has the normal Pokemon text sound effect. Okay, I played enough Final Fantasy XIV. I know how to read this. Thank you, Orion J. What the humans call. It's pronounced Arceus, right? It's not Arceus, right? Thine appearance. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to play as Akari because she's cute. That's basically it. Whereas, what was the kid's name? It's like Ray or something, right? Something like that. He's just kind of generic. And normally I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm like the generic guy who wears khaki pants and a normal t-shirt. But I'm new. This is new Chris. I'm still going to call myself Christmas, but... Or should I do... If I'm playing as the girl character... Maybe? I don't know if this game has online functionality. Hold on. Can you fight online in Legends Arceus? Because if this is entirely self-contained, you'll not be able to battle other players. Most of the trainer battles you'll encounter in game will be against story characters, but the option to battle another player is not available. You know what? Let's go. Like, because in Toho, I'm not supposed to talk about mobile games. Okay, so forget about this. But in Toho Lost Word, the character is a female character. Like the main character that you play as is female. They say that right out of the bat, which I think is really funny. And then, so I'm like, you know, Christmas could be a female name in a way, but let's think of like an actual female name. And then I did. I like this name. I heard it on the Unmade podcast, and I'm like, it has Chris in it, and it just sounds nice. And then, I mean, it's like Crystal. Crystal kind of has a wintry vibe to it. Not that that's really what I'm going for, because Crystal. And then people would go, Crystal. Sure, let's do it. Like, I don't understand how people in video games can call themselves like Poop McFart, especially in like Final Fantasy 14, and then play the story and just like not be taken out of it. I really hope the volume's fine, by the way. I did like one test with this ambiance, so I'm sure the music will be louder. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. So seek out. It's basically gotta catch them all, right? What I always wonder about gotta catch them all, is there a Pokemon game where you can catch them all, right? Like, not evolve Pokemon to fill out the Pokédex, like actually catch all of them. I don't think so. So yeah, we knew that the stupid phone was in not prehistoric times. What would you even call this? Feudal times? The stupid phone, the Arc phone, was in feudal times, and we were like, can't you guys just make a map, or like a magical map? God is literally helping you out here, right? No, it's a phone. Probably so that they can sell merchandise. And it's an isekai, which I hate. I despise this. Can't I just be in the time? Why does it have to be? I don't despise isekais, by the way. It's just this is particularly stupid, I think. Maybe they'll explain it. Maybe there'll be mechanics and story elements in the game that use it in an interesting way. Like this loading screen thing. I think that's like a time hole or some shit. And like the other characters can see it. I only watch so much of people play this game. I hope that the Pokemon are talking to me. I hate how this character looks. Like, not even with like the game, like how the game is shaded. I don't know if it's texture or shading or lighting or maybe all of them combined, but I just hate this character's design. Like I don't like you. Oh no! I didn't see what that was. I wasn't even really mashing, but whatever. Banger alert? You know what? I'm turning the volume up. It's pretty quiet on my end. Which means it's probably quiet on your end, right? What is this song? I'm just gonna move the bar up to 25. -5? Honestly, what if we put it to 0? That's probably too loud. Still, I'm surprised at how quiet this game is, so maybe I should keep it on the higher end of stuff here. Sorry. Like, once again, I didn't have the chance to test this. It's been 20 minutes. Now, in like 2020, I was like, it's been a year since I've consistently done streams or whatever, so I'm gonna try to do videos. Remember that? That was like 2 years ago. Can you believe that? And I still like basically haven't done that. I think this is actually the first time I'm doing that. If you don't count a series that I didn't release because I accidentally gave up on it. But, so I'm going to try to make videos like 30 to 40 minutes long. I think that that's a nice digestible thing. And then it allows me to play a game for like hours, but then have a backlog, right? So anyway, we're already 20 minutes in. Maybe I'll make this one a bit longer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is me. I would just respond to everything like this without, oh, she's so sad. Are you sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. At least this guy's nice. I hate how he looks, but like, at least he's nice. So we have Crew, Foom, and Plish Plash. Now, if I didn't already decide what I wanted to do, I would definitely take the starter I picked and then name it whatever it just said there, but which would be Plish Plash. Wow, how convenient. How convenient. I have to imagine Arceus created them out of clay and put them there. Of course, I know what a Pokemon is. Please tell me this allows me to skip tutorials and stuff. No, there's no way, because everyone knows what a fucking Pokemon is. Even your mom knows, probably. This song slaps. I really hope that the rest of the music is like this. Like, a lot of people say that Breath of the Wild sucked because it didn't really have any music other than, like, piano music at, like, say, ×5 speed, but then negative. 0.25 times speed or whatever. So, I don't think it was that bad for the game. But if this game has music for everywhere that isn't repetitive, because that's why Breath of the Wild did it, by the way, then I will be happy. You say that it belonged to him? Maybe not. I don't know what it means, actually. Let's find out. We don't have to live in ignorance. I hope I spelled it right. It's not with an H, right? No. Girl, Greek, English. An English word for cut glass. From the Greek kristallos, meaning ice. As you're probably not surprised by. Laventon. Okay, goodbye. Look at his face. I thought he faded out of existence there. He has like parachute pants tucked into boots. That part is funny. Is that your waypoint, the Arceus ring? Like, I guess. So I wonder how much of this game is like exploration. Oh no, don't tell me to press in the left stick to dash. Oh, it's toggleable. Okay, thank God. Current time. Uh-oh, I'm being doxxed. Text speed, fast. Well, they know what the people want. Regular and regular. Camera sensitivity. Was it slow? Yes. Thank God they're like, have a settings menu. It's not immediate on a title screen or anything like that, you bitch. But hey, motion. Choose how sensitive you wish the motion sensor settings to be. So if we put it up to 3, right? I'm not motion anything. I don't know if I want to, because Splatoon 2, or I guess Splatoon, proved to everyone that motion controls can actually be useful and good, very good. And then like Doom really confirmed it because it's like an actual shooter that people like with keyboard and mouse. Choose whether pressing the right stick will toggle the display of information. The display of information. I think that DOI is better than HUD. I really think that we should do that. Does this mean it'll always show up? I mean, you know, if I like enabled ZR button, choose whether you want to be prompted to confirm a throw each time you use ZR in battle. This sounds annoying. We'll keep it there for now and keep it in mind. Adjust the ratio between the loudest and quietest sounds to make it easier to hear. But what does what do? I'm assuming this is wide range is quiet sounds get really quiet, loud sounds get really loud. I'm running a stream here. So that's how we'll do it. This is kind of comfortable. I'll take that. Like, Chris, it's a style. Chris, it's a style. Graphics don't really bother me, but when your character looks like they're made of hard clay and then the lighting looks like this, it's like, ugh. Ugh. Oh, it gets smaller. Look at that. It's my phone. Wow. They're selling this. Can you imagine having this thing in real life? It would be so clunky, it would, like, stab you in your pocket. Can you imagine holding this thing? Are people actually buying this? Like, the Z bands to sell merchandise because Yokai Watch was selling the Yokai Watches is something. That's fine. If, like, making this to sell merchandise, which may or may not be real. Like, come on, honestly. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from... I don't like when you can see... Well, I guess specifically anime characters' teeth. Like, their back rows of teeth. It's like... Maybe at this camera angle, or at this angle you could, but, like... You can't because your like, cheeks... Your cheeks and lips get in the way. I don't like when artists do that. That's what... Shut up, Chris. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. He's texting me, I guess. Oh shit, was that a streamer litmus test and I failed it? Whatever. The schmovement, though. Look at this running animation. She's not doing the girl run, though. Thank God. I already knew that this game had bad pop-in what are his eyes doing? I'd already know this game has bad pop-in problems. It's like, yeah, we know. As long as the draw distance for important objects isn't bad, like in Mario 64, I could kind of care less. No, I'll point it out like every time. You know me. I'm not the best. That's where it just should have ended. Dude, he's just walking around. Look at him. I think Rowlet is a funny little guy. I think that his emo secondary form is kind of like funny. I know why people don't like it. And then Decidueye is like, take it or leave it. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. But the third evolution for this in this game, I hate it. So I want to stuff it in a locker. It's like Three Stooges. Does it like, you know, it got bopped on the head in the Three Stooges. And then, like, it's 1 second away from being pushed. You know, bopped and pushed, whatever. So we will not be going with Rowlet. Cyndaquil. I feel like Cyndaquil's eyes could be better. Everyone is going with Cyndaquil. Whether it's because they like Cyndaquil a lot for some reason, or because they know what its final evolution is and they like that a lot. I don't really care for its final evolution. But either way, everyone's doing it. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm a hipster, of course. Still, I don't know if in the 3D game Cyndaquil has fire like this. So it looks a lot better in this game if they don't. I just think this thing would look cuter if it had little dotty eyes. Now, Oshawott? This thing is ugly. I don't like it. It's stupid mascot, literal sphere head just with features plopped onto it. And then, like, the shell on its stomach. It's a little mascot freak Pokemon. But Oshawott Community Day in Pokemon Go happened recently. And I'm like, you know, maybe it's not that bad. You know what I hate about this thing the most, though? I hate how it's always frowning. If it smiled, it would be a lot better. But it's always frowning. That's what I hate about it the most. Anyway, I think that's evolution is good. And honestly, what is its third evolution called in English? I only know it as Daikenki, which is its Japanese name. Because someone on a forum I used to frequent. It's Ace Fortress 2. That was AF2, right? Daikenki was an AF2. That wasn't a bunch of fuckos, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I never like glanced in that Pokemon's direction other than that user in my life. So I'm like community day happy. I'm kind of glad that Daikenki is a Pokemon that I like am aiming for and looking at now. But then, I mean, its third evolution really isn't that much different, so people don't really care for it. But honestly, if it's not that much different, and I kind of want to get Daikenki as a Pokemon to use anyway, now would be the perfect time, right? So we're gonna do that. This is its eating animation for some reason. Plish Plash. Throw a Pokeball at it. These balls can be crafted by hand. Now, I know that crafting is in this game, and I'm just like, stop. Stop with crafting in video games. Maybe it's not bad in this game, and it makes sense because this is the oldie time, so it's probably actually good in this game. But, yeah. Oh, but Chris, you're on an island in Animal Crossing, so crafting's important. That only lasts for like the first 5 days of of Animal Crossing. Then it just feels like another Animal Crossing game. So, you know, you don't really feel like you're in this roughing it camping vibe. Whereas in this game, I feel like you're gonna feel like it's ye olde times all the time. Which, hooray! Anyway, we still can't skip tutorials in Pokemon games. Oh wait, hold on, no, he's actually explaining it. So, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. I heard about this, and I was like, the Pokemon can do it. The Pokemon can do it. You know what? Bulbapedia minimize. Minimize move. Who can learn this move? Not that many Pokemon. I don't know why the snake from Sword and Shield can learn it. But the snake from Sword and Shield can learn it. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clefairy, Clefable, Wigglytuff, Grimer, Muck, Chansey, Staryu, Starmie, Quillfish, Blissey, Drifloon, Happiny, Glitwick, Lampent, Chandelure, Silicobra, and Sandaconda. Those are the only Pokemon that can learn Minimize. So, if every Pokemon that can minimize itself to that size, why can't every Pokemon learn Minimize? Now, you might be like, Chris, they're just making up lore. They don't fucking know. But isn't Game Freak working on this game? This is like a first-party game. You can't just make this shit up. I thought that the Pokeball did it, and that kind of makes the Pokeball a cooler concept, right? Like, wow, this is a piece of technology that could shrink creatures down to a small size. But no, every I mean, maybe that is what he's saying. It's not necessarily that the Pokemon can do it, but it's that they can be shrunk. No, it says it's able to shrink itself. Yeah, no, that it's acting upon itself, not being acted upon. I don't know, maybe that's what they mean and they just wrote it improperly. Still, I don't know about this little detail. Comfy as can be. It's like, and then I remember, this was like back in when Gen 1 was popular, when I was a kid. It was like, how do Pokemon fit in the Pokeballs? Are they like crammed in there? Do they have like a little house in there? And they still aren't really answering the question. But, you know, whatever. Like, I feel like in some maybe official, maybe unofficial media, it did show like an open Pokeball with like a water Pokemon in it, and it was like a, you know, hot spring or whatever, and then like a forest in like the grass Pokemons, and like a volcano in the fire Pokemons or whatever. Hold ZR to aim a Pokeball. Can I like spin the ball like in Pokemon Go? That would be so funny. Okay, so this is a hold. Can they have Oshawott as the example? And cancel with B. 50! Like how... Well... Water is just waiting there. Okay. Oh no, they're not just waiting there. Ugh! Bop! One thing I've always liked about the trailers in this game is whenever a Pokemon gets hit by a Pokeball, they always have this like really good like shocked animation where they kind of like jolt into it, but it actually looks good. Oh, am I getting all of them? Fuck. You have to actually aim this thing. So this is where motion controls come in. Hold on. Hold on. No, incorrect. Hit me with a 2. I'm gonna be aiming, like, carefully, right? Although I do like how the old Pokeballs, have the fireworks. I know there's the Electrode that is, it's Voltorb, right? It's both, right? Like, shut up, man. But, there's the Voltorb that's this, but it's not part fire type, even though these shoot out fireworks, and that is very disappointing to me. It's extremely disappointing. It can't be electric type, right? I forget what it is. It's in Pokemon Go. You'd think I would have remembered, but whatever. Wait. Oh shit, I wasn't catching all of them? Oh no, then I would have caught the owl! Where is the owl? No, I would have caught the owl instead of Cyndaquil. Oh, whatever. I'm only gonna use one anyway. Unless they're gonna force me to use 2 for a while. Oh wait, no, maybe I can't read. I wasn't reading. I was talking. Chris, that's why you'll never be good. Whoa! Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The ball just disappears. At least down there, it kind of looks like it works because you're reaching in like your shorts or whatever. But maybe 1. Because this is precise aiming right here. Man, even 1 is too sensitive. Whoa, what was that? She's so angry? Now she's sad? Oh, did he break out? I didn't even see. I was looking at her face. I wonder if that's scripted. Alright, come here, doggy. I'm so glad that Pokeballs, even in ancient times, can teleport back into your pocket. They probably made it so that initially, in like playtesting, you had to run up to pick it up. But Pokemon could be on like the top of cliffs that you can't get to. Because this game doesn't have a jump button. So, which is weird because when you ride the deer, that has a jump button. So, it's not like they wanted to design environments that couldn't be broken with a jump button. Because you can jump later in the game. That's another thing I don't really care for. But, like, they're like, well, what if you throw it for a Pokemon at the top of a cliff? And, like, then you just can't get the Pokeball. That would suck, right? So, that's probably why it teleports to you. That's like a gameplay thing that, you know, doesn't really have an in-universe explanation. And having an in-universe explanation is usually better, but, you know, you can't be bitchy about that kind of stuff sometimes. Why are the platforms in Mario floating? What the hell? I think the answer to that is their toads turned into bricks using dark magic, so the dark magic is probably also making them float. But whatever. I gotta read, okay? Stop talking. Okay, they were his Pokemon, then they're like, oh, we know where this person's gonna be. What if there was like a kid playing this and they missed like all of their shots? I can't believe how good you are at throwing Pokeballs. Arceus wants me to... Don't show him the phone! Did I call it that? Did Arceus call it that? I forget. If Arceus called it that, I'd be like, okay, Arceus. If I called it that, I'd be like, come on. I did that? I don't think so. I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. I don't know how you beat this game. If this is the first Pokemon game where you beat it by filling out the Pokédex, though, that'd be sick. Considering how quickly people have beaten this game, though, in like 2 days, And not the kind of people who are bunkering down with a bunch of snacks in the room and playing the game and then sleeping and that's it. It just seems like just normal addictive play, like play style, whatever. Like it seems like it's pretty short, and then obviously you try to complete the Pokédex on your own. Yeah, I don't really know how the Pokédex works in this game, but based on people not shutting up and just talking about things that they feel like, it sounds like you actually like have to fill it out. It's not you catch the Pokemon and then it's all there for you. You have to like maybe actually catch different kinds of Pokemon to figure out that like the female version has a different tail and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Like if that's the whole concept of the game, they like built the game around that idea, then I think that they could really make that work. It's throwing a ball at a thing. You just have to have good aim, which is easier said than done. Like you have to throw well too, which is also easier said than done. Like I can't throw a baseball, or I guess a tennis ball more accurately. Like I'm always so disappointed because I throw a tennis ball for a dog and it's just shitty. The dog like basically almost catches it in the air. I'm like, okay. Just give me a place to stay. Wow, I'm so nice. Some proper clothes. The walking animation. Yeah, can we talk about that? You think this was inspired by Breath of the Wild? Like, because the Ganon Cloud of Doom is in the center of the map and you can basically see it from everywhere. And just ominously looming over you. Oh my god, it's the gatekeeper from Fire Emblem Heroes. His mutton chops? Look, it's Galarian Weezing. The loud foot sounds are so funny. Jubilife Village. Isn't there a town in... Oh, shit. Isn't Jubilife Town a thing in Gen 4? I'm assuming this is that in ye olde times. Kanala Avenue. Just think of it as a canal. I can't believe they're doing the Sony walk and talk. It's not a cutscene, I swear, thing. It's just annoying because you have to actually do something. Even if it's holding forward on the stick. It's like, just have it be a cutscene. Oh, botheration. I hate the lighting! Oh, Arceus. I mean, Arceus is the only person who can send me a text, right? Thank God. Arceus is probably just... Like, Arceus could do it, right? But, like, Arceus has enough time to just watch me do all this and then tell me where to go. Update my map and stuff. But, it's like, nah, it'd be funnier if someone else did it. So I think this is where I'm going to call the first video. I genuinely thought I was going to forget to do this. But, no. So... That's exposition and a lot of talking. Like, lots of talking. Maybe sorry about that, but next time will hopefully be actual gameplay.